Hi, I'm Joe Rulin, former president of the Andover Baseball Association and also a coach as well. My involvement with MYAS started in 2002, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes of your time to really kind of share some of the great experiences and at many levels that I've had with MYAS and to share the value that they provide. Number one, critical resource. As president of the association, I can tell you they really help kind of set that standard when it comes to a tournament, when it comes to an event. What are the level of expectations that need to be in place, and having some of those parameters as well. Their presence at those events and tournaments as well was so greatly appreciated, and it also kind of gives a stamp of approval of, hey, it's MYAS approved and governed. And many times that helps kind of set the standard across the board, not only with just the rules and the play, but also how coaches will conduct themselves and how they'll respect the umpires and the level of play from the players and the talent as well. As I got more involved from the coaching level and other projects, you could see that they were involved with developing the youth and also developing some great moments for the youth. One component and project that we started to work on in 2009 and we launched at Andover High School in the community of ACC as well, but was the All-Star Series. And that to me was a way that we could really put an exclamation point at the end of the season for baseball, which didn't exist until then. A dual strategy with that as well was to really to bring relationships and kids from other communities playing on that same team and getting a chance to kind of build a rapport and trust and confidence in everything they do, not only in baseball but off the field and in those relationships. And I would say that has succeeded beyond expectations, in which it's close to 500 players that compete in the All-Star Series at the end of each season. If I had to compare it to one thing, I would also say it's a Starbucks type of approach. When Howard Schultz first started Starbucks, he said, we're not in the business of just serving coffee. We're in the business of serving people who like coffee. And MYAS really provides a standard, a purpose in everything that they do. They're not just in the business to kind of interact with people, but they're in the business to kind of interact with coaches, with players, with associations, with umpires, and everyone else across the board. All of these who love athletics as well. And in doing that, they keep it in mind that they're there to help kind of build the experience and the moment. And all of these things are kind of a wheel and compass that are involved in the value of compass that MYAS provides. They are that advisor. They see beyond into the future and they have that vision, player development. They're a voice of reason. And they're a great connector as well, along with best practices, a hub of best practices, in addition to building a trusted coaches program through Matt and the whole team and all that they do. You know that when you see MYAS at a tournament, at an event, that it has a stamp of approval of a certain level of standard that's going to be executed at and a certain level of excellence. So thank you, MYAS, for your presence and the value that you bring to not only just every pitch, but every player and every experience. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.